Nowadays, science and technology have become essential for the world's development, and opportunities like this one are perfect to put our skills into action, show what we are made of, and demonstrate the world what we are capable of doing as a nation. We are Team Mexico.
Each year, all the participant countries of the first Global Challenge get the task to recruit a selection of 5 members and 2 mentors to work together and build a robot to compete in the international field of the Global Championship. I'm Leo Salazar, and I'll work with the team as a mentor for the programming and electronics areas.
The programming area has the task to bring to life every system and mechanism that exists in the robot. Our abilities with coding, as well as our logic thinking and technical knowledge, allows us to do this in the most efficient, clear, and elegant way.
Right now, our efforts are aimed to develop a robot code as soon as possible, but we are thinking even further, and we are learning about different programming forms and methods in order to help several foreign teams with their projects.
Designing the robot chassis or its specific mechanism seems to be easy, but in fact, it's a whole adventure by itself. Part of my job is doing this in the very first time, as well as connecting and setting up all the electronic components in the robot.
I'm really excited about this new opportunity. We are ready to give the best of ourselves. And for me, my job is to keep all the team's social media updated, as well as present all the multimedia material when they are needed. It's awesome to be part of this. I'm really enjoying it.
Building the robot is a whole process. For thinking what mechanical systems are more suitable to our necessities, to creating prototypes every single time a new mechanism is required. My job is to coordinate these efforts to get the best results possible.
Right now, we are working with available rep kits we have. Our team strategy is a rolling process, and we are sure that as soon as we have it, the mechanism of the robot will be completely ensured.
Also, there are guidelines and due dates we must follow. One of our principal responsibilities is to be in constant contact with our sponsors, the media, all the other teams in the world, and various organizations. All of these activities, as well as the documentation related, are down to me.
We're all taking the best of ourselves, and we know that being here represents an enormous responsibility. But we also know that there's no bigger pride than representing your country and their people. My name is Max, and I'll be the coach for the 2019 Mexican First Global Challenge team. We are ready to put in height not only our efforts, but more importantly, our nation.
Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome to this new edition of Global Talks, especially today, Saturday 21st, this Culture Saturday. We are really happy to be here another week with you guys, and we are expecting the best for this transmission. And let me tell you, today we have some special guests. We have Team Brazil, Team FGZ Brazil with us today. So we're really happy to have them here with us. So, well, go ahead girls, introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Maria.
And I'm Sophia.
We are from Team Brazil. That's it.
Okay, well, welcome girls to this new transmission of Global Talks. And well, first of all, let me tell you that I've been following your social medias in the last weeks, and I saw you have been doing some great activities. I think you got the kit of parts last week, didn't you?
Yes, we did. We got it. Finally, because it stayed a long time without receiving. And that's it. We started to build our robot, and we also did the marketing things and the biography. We are going to film the bite off today.
And well, just to let everybody know, you are 5 people in Team Brazil, right? I think there are 3 boys and 2 girls.
No, 3 girls and 2 boys.
What are their names?
The other girl is Giovanna, and the other 2 boys are Luis and Oscar. That is
My brother.
Yes.
Now, guys, Team Brazil video is playing, so you can see a bit of what they have been doing. And I really like your video, girls. It's like you're presenting some parts of Brazil, some nature videos, and then you talking about white culture and why it's an honor to be in Global Challenge. So it's a really cool video. And well, I think we should talk about what we have been doing the last weeks, but let's
see Brazil's video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sim, essa oportunidade chegou em nossas mãos, a gente está disposto a mostrar o real jeitinho brasileiro. E eu tô animada por fazer parte da FGC.
Pela sociedade brasileira, pela transformação além das máquinas.
Pela empatia pelo mundo. Pela manhã. Por mim.
And well, girls, I really liked that at the end of the video there was a quote, right, from Mario de
Andrade.
Okay. And I really liked it. So I don't know if you could explain us why you put that quote in the video.
Because we wanted to pick a good quote ending, and we decided to pick a Brazilian one because we are Team Brazil. And
we think that this explains like our way of doing things, and that's why we chose that one.
Okay, and what I really like of your video is that you had that like balance between presenting your team and presenting your country. So that's the main point of a presentation video for FGC. You have to present your team members and you have to say why you are here and what makes you feel being here, but you also have to like embrace your culture and put it into the video so everybody can see it. So that's why I like your video and that's why I wanted to put it here. And well, I don't know, Sophie, if you could tell us about what I've been doing the last week or 2 weeks.
This week we've been preparing the second robotics festival here in our city. It's a huge event like here, and we do it like to share with all of our community all the like the things we do as teams. We invite other teams of other universities and schools, and we all get like, how can I say, the Plaza Mayor?
It's like our main plaza here in our city.
Yeah.
And more than 15 FRC teams, more than 15 teams of FRC, FLL, and FTC get together along with universities, enterprises, all related to the STEM field, so we can all share what have been doing with science and technology and show it to our people. In fact, the festival is taking place today at 5 p.m. Mexico time.
Yeah.
So we are really, really excited for it. And next week in Global Talks, you may see a recap of that event. So also, last week we had the opportunity to film a video. I think Brazil's Independence Day was in September 8, right?
7.
7.
Oh,
okay.
just the day. But yeah, we filmed a video to represent our Independence Day, and I don't know if you saw it on our social media, but we're gonna put it in here so everyone can see it. It's really cool, guys. Hope you enjoy it.
Okay, in that video we show our national sport, you can see the horses and all that stuff. We wanted to show a bit of our culture, and you know, I think that when someone thinks about Mexico, they think of the desert, or maybe there's a travel, the churches, or very big huts. So that's what we wanted to do in the video. That's what we look for. So you can see it. We even had to go to a festival film it. So we are really proud of that video. And well, last week was our Independence Day, September 16th. And as I told Team Libya and Egypt last week, a cool thing about Latin America is that we are not separated. For example, in this month, September, there are a lot of countries that are celebrating their Independence Day. Just to say some of them: Ecuador, also Brazil, Mexico, and there are a lot more of teams that I remember. I have to check it in the script.
Yeah.
But well, to each country of Latin America that is celebrating their Independence Day, well, the best wishes for each one of you. And well, let's now go to the main topic for today. And we are, I think, 5 weeks away from Dubai.
Yes,
yeah,
we're
5 weeks. October 24th is a set day for Dubai to begin. So I wanted to tell you guys and tell the Team Brazil that we are worried about something. Everybody has been working in the robot and in the systems and in the prototypes, but something I have seen is that we are forgetting maybe the most important part of FGZ, culture. And I have always said it, culture is essential for global challenge. Because in the end, and you said it in your video, I think, there's something really important is that you're gonna meet more people of a lot of countries, and you're gonna get the chance to get along them and know about their countries. So what a better opportunity to share our cultures than in here. And I'm sure, and I know that Brazil got a lot of culture. And we know it here in Mexico, we know some of the things you do. And well, we are excited to ask you a few questions about your culture.
Nice.
We're so excited to answer it.
Well, Mexico and Brazil are like brother countries. We share some things. And I think one of the things Mexicans like the most about Brazilians is that they are very kind. And they're like always cheerful and laughing just as you are. So I think that's the thing we like the most about Brazil. And of course the sun and the beaches. So that's a good part of it. And
But yeah, if I had to make a question to them, I would like to know, girls, how have you been like preparing your team to spread your culture in Dubai? Because for example, Team Mexico, we are like preparing some gifts and some kind of little things to give to the other teams, even to the teams that helped us with Global Talks. There's gonna be a little surprises for you. But yeah, I would like to know, how is your team like getting prepared to spread its culture in Dubai? How are you gonna manage that?
I think we are planning to expose some things, some foods that we are going to bring to Dubai, and also our spirit, because you said that we Brazilians are very warm and kind, and I think we're trying to do that. I think we're going to try to bring not something just material, but our
spirit to
our
the competition.
Yes.
And yeah, you do have a lot of spirit. I remember from the FRC and FTC competitions, Brazilian teams were always dancing and they were always cheerful and laughing and shouting, so that it was amazing. Going to the repeats of Brazilian teams was a pleasure, believe me. So I'm excited to go to your repeat in Dubai and check out what you have. But we're 5 weeks away from that.
Yeah.
And of course, each one of our teams has been working really hard. For example, here in Team Mexico, we have had some activities about social outreach, about robotics. Of course, Global Talks is one of the most important activities we have been doing here in Team Mexico. But we're also planning some ecological activities. And as we remember, Brazil has been suffering about ecological problems in these last weeks. We all remember the Amazon rainforest fire that was, I think it was minimized a bit like last week, but it's still on, right?
Yes. About the rainforest, yes, it was burning since like a long time this year, but we discovered it like
1 month ago, like the people discovered it 1 month ago, and there were like a lot of movimentation about it, but some challenges between government and NGOs and all of that. It was a bit of a problem, but now I think it's already calming down. And we have a project.
I think that in
And
another
we have-
stream we talked about that and how it was like so bad, that thing happening.
It was like 2 weeks ago with
Yeah.
Team Tunisia and all, and they that we referred to the Amazon problem, and I think one of our goals as FGC teams is to preserve our country and their natural resources. And as Team Mexico, we are always open to offer you our help in any activity you may have to prevent or to preserve natural resources in Brazil, as well as we are planning some activities here in Mexico. So
Yes, we are planning also some activities here. Sophia can explain to you.
We have a project that we are going to do that is just basically
bicycle.
a bicycle that the more you
Run with the bicycle,
the more trees we will plant for
Like-
the rainforest.
like it will be a bicycle that we will expose, then people will run in the bicycle, and then numbers will appear like each time you run, and then in the end of the project we will plant the amount of trees that were biked.
Oh, I found that. Wow, that's so nice. So the more you ride on your bicycle, the more trees you're gonna plant.
Yes, that's it.
Thing. Well,
And also here in Mexico, we're planning some activities about natural resources and its preservation. You will know more in a few days or weeks. And well, of course, we are open to collaborate with you, Team Brazil, because I don't know if you know it, guys, but Brazil is one of the most human resources appearance country in the world. They are a mega diverse country. I think you are number one, I believe, of our natural diversity in the world. More, I think 45% of the species of the world are in Brazil. So you are like the Earth lung. You are like the Earth's lung, and we have to take care of you. Not because you are in Brazil, but because you are essential in our planet. So we're all worried about what happened in the Amazonia. We also had some fires here in Mexico in the rainforests or in the forests, and we're working to make something about it because we do care about our natural resources.
yeah, and our planet in general. I really think that you as Brazil have like a lot of you got like a lot of like to take. Como tiene mucho de dónde agarrar para
You
sus
have a lot of
actividades.
things to work on.
Yeah, you got a lot of things to work on as a team. I don't know, like there's a lot of aspects in your culture and in your nature that can help you as a team to do your outreach and your activities.
Yes, it's because Brazil is very big and with a lot of diversity. We have a lot of
Thanks to
biomas, yes, things to incorporate here, and not only Amazonia, but a lot of other important natural resources and animals and all that. And we try to take care of things here in Brazil. And as Team Brazil, we are looking forward to take care of our nature. Also because we live in a city that is called Foz do Iguaçu, and there is a big forest here that is the national park. Mata Atlântica is a national park that is preserved here, so we have a lot of contact with nature here in our city, also not in our country. So we are very connected with the nature here.
As you may know, we have the Iguaçu Falls.
Iguaçu Falls, that is one of the 7 world wonder here in our garden, like we see from our city. So we take a lot of responsibility with nature.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that's really nice.
Here in Mexico, we also have a bit of rainforest to work.
Yeah.
Well, here in the city we live in Torreon, Coahuila, it's like a desert, so we
Yeah,
got
so
nothing to work on.
We don't really have like many things to get focused, but like in other parts of our country, there's like really
Yeah, and we're also worried about everything that is happening with our natural resources, and we're already working to, well, make it better for everybody, because at the end, Global Challenge has a task to make us teenagers to think about a solution of a global problem. This year was about the ocean pollution, that I think both Brazil and Mexico have the problem. For example, here in Mexico, I think we are one of the most polluted countries, one of the most ocean polluted countries. So we got some things to do, and I know Brazil does as well. So
But yeah, I would like also to move the conversation a little bit to the robot. How are you girls going with the construction and the mechanical and electronic?
For example, here in Team Mexico, we are divided. 3 people are in charge of the robot, and the 2 of us are in charge of outreach and all that stuff. So I think you are the ones in charge of outreach, right?
Yes. Yeah.
If you could tell us just a bit of what you have been seeing on your guys doing the robot, that would be awesome.
Okay, it's a little bit complicated to explain because we tried to be part of mechanics and we could not.
Yes, I like. It's just that we have to do things fast, so we don't have too much time to learn. Yes. But what they are doing, they are moving on, I think, very quickly because we received like last week the robot, and we already have the base done. Yes, and the device they did also is they're working on it. So we are going to do a big like challenge today. We're going to stay here from 1 p.m. of Saturday to 1 p.m. of Sunday working on the robot.
Oh my God.
We're going to spend the whole night working on it. So I think we're going to do a lot of progress today.
So you are actually working in the, like night shifts?
Yeah, 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's massive.
That's massive. I think that's one of the things that we all share as FGC teams. We work in the night. We have night shifts.
Yeah.
And
I think we gotta like in our Instagram and in our Facebook we got
a post.
A post, a picture where we are like all eating pizza because it was like really late.
It was like 2 a.m. in the morning. And we were working. And I think those are the moments that we should value in FGC. When you are with your teammates at 3 a.m. working in the workshop, those are the things that value, girls.
Yes.
And
we have been also working in our robot.
Yeah. Of course, we have to make it as best as possible, so we're still working on it. But I think we've been doing pretty good, right?
We already did we did a lot of prototypes like a few weeks ago, but we also already had like our robot constructed and we are making some tests, and now we are like reconstructing it because like we're really trying to improve it. Like every time we get it finished, we try to rebuild it. So it really gets into the point.
And that's something important in FGC. When you're talking about the robot, you have to first visualize it in your mind. Then you have to get to do a prototype and see, okay, what's good in this prototype, what's bad, and what can be improved. And after that, you have to make another prototype, and another prototype based on that prototype, and another prototype. And at the end, you have to make a robot. And then you have to destroy that robot and make the final robot. It's a tough process.
We're having like a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's nice. And well, I think you also have an FRC team, right?
Yes, we have. We are Strike. I'm gonna show the Strike here.
Yeah.
6902.
Okay, 6902. So you last year was your rookie year, right?
No, it was last year.
Okay, 2 years ago.
We are now third year, I guess. Third year.
This is something I usually ask to the FGC teams that were formed of an FRC team. Do you see some similarities between FGC and FRC?
Yes, I guess.
I think the whole experience itself, it's similar, but
I mean, I think there are the similarities and the difference because, for example, the robot, we have like the pieces counted, so we can use only that. I think it's a big difference, but a big similarity, I think the marketing prizes, some of them have followed the same line.
Yeah, the whole competition is based off you doing your best to the community, and it
like in other competitions, you do the best to your community. You try to do your best to other teams also.
Yeah, the social part is
very important.
Very important.
And for example, here I see that there's a similarity in the process of thinking and making a robot and going to a competition. Of course, FGC is more related to FGC, but there are some similarities between FRC and FGC. If you're in an FRC team, you got like a bonus when you're in an FGC team. You got like the skills and all that stuff in your mind to begin working. The business part changes a lot.
Yeah.
It's completely related to FGC. For example, here we got a problem that both of us are from FRC.
Yeah.
And we didn't know a thing about the engineering notebook. We had to go with our FGC members and ask them about the engineering notebook, and we're still working on it. So I think that was the most difficult part of it, of getting rid of.
Like we are really like used to do the business plan of FRC, and for us, like changing like the whole structure of our documents and turn it into a engineering notebook. I don't know. It was like kind of hard. But like our team has members from FRC and FTC, so we really managed it. We could work with our teammates from FTC, and I don't know. I think that we're ready. We're really getting into it, but yeah, it was kind of hard at the first.
At the first time, it was kind of hard. Yeah.
But yeah.
And
yes. We are all from the same team, so we are discovering things together. So it's all new for all of us.
Well, remember, if you get any doubt, you could ask us.
We are helping several teams with all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, guys, if you ever have like a question about, I don't know, mechanical, programming, electronical, or even with outreach, you can talk to us. Like everyone in the stream can talk to us and ask us. And we are like ready to help anyone.
We're ready to help you.
Yeah.
And more talking about you, that you're a really cool girl. So yeah, Team Brazil, I think Team Brazil is one of the teams we like the most. So we're always open to help you and to work together. And well, we're Latin America, so yeah.
Yes, we are bros.
Okay. And well, continuing with the chat, I had another question. Here in Mexico, to select the team that is gonna be in FGC, there's like a national competition.
Yeah, a process.
A process, yeah. And I'd like to know how you were selected as FGC team.
Yeah.
That's a funny story.
Okay.
It's a very funny story, actually, how we got
we are all ears.
So, okay, so we were not supposed to be the FGC team. It actually was another team, and they canceled it.
Why?
And then
we were like,
they canceled
booked
it.
like last minute.
Yes, that's why we are like so rushed to things, because we received our keys just now, because we received the proposal too early. Yeah, like now, like in August.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And how they got to know us, it was like this: who chooses if they don't have a team to the country yet? They say to the volunteers of the FGC, send to us teams of FRC, FTC, FLL, from some country, and then we will send a message to them. And then one of the volunteers met us in the last competition last year in Turkey. We competed in Istanbul, and we shared the bus with them. And this guy that was on the bus with us, he is volunteering FGC, so he sent an email for our mentor, and then we got in. We got in. It was awesome.
So, did you compete in Istanbul Regional last year?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's amazing. And I think there's another FRC Regional in Brazil. Was it in Rio de Janeiro? No?
It was from FTC, not FRC.
Okay.
FTC.
Yeah.
But now we got a off season in
Novo Hamburgo. In Novo Hamburgo, that is a city on the south here in Brazil.
Yes.
Our team is going to the off season next week.
Wow.
Well, that was a cool story.
Yeah,
But,
like
yeah.
like from ours is.
It was a process.
Yeah, it was a little bit more complicated. For example, do I tell you?
Yeah, well, to be the national selection here in Mexico,
Yeah.
you have to go through a process. You have to first get a Chairman's Award or a Winner Alliance Award. And
Yeah,
some of them,
something that gets you to Houston.
yeah,
To
but
the FRC.
one here in Mexico. Here in Mexico, we got 3 FRC regionals. One is here in our city, in Torreon. The other one is in the capital city, Mexico City. And the third one is in Monterrey, another city near of us. So
Yeah.
when you get the Chairman's Award or the Winner Alliance Award in one of those, you get the chance to be in the national championship. In our case, we got the Chairman's Award in Regional Laguna.
Yeah, here.
So that gave us the opportunity to go to the national competition in Mexico City in June. And then we had to build a robot in 4 hours.
Yeah.
They told us, well, here you got all the pieces, you got 4 hours to build a robot. And yeah, we built a robot, and the
Yeah.
robot won.
It was really
Wow.
stressful, but also funny. And I don't know, it was. I still cannot believe it. Like 4 hours to build a robot and then compete.
That's
It was crazy. It was
crazy.
insane.
Yeah,
But we feel like really proud of winning that thing and to be here representing our country.
The simple situation of being the
Yeah.
national representatives of your country in Dubai, it's a matter of honor. So
Yeah,
we're
for
working
us.
hard to make the best possible. And I know you've been working too to be the best representatives of Brazil. And you got a lot of people to represent, so we are expecting the best of you, as well as everybody's expecting the best of each one of our teams.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I like FGC because I think that different from FRC is not like too much about competing, like winning something, because we are all representing our country, so we already like got in a position that is very honorable. So I think what we're going to do is more like a cultural exchange and something more to have fun than to compete, right? Like to get in the first place. That's something we like we value, like also making friends in competition, but we also like, I think every FRC team, FTC team wants to be in first, and there's all the thing of competition. It's a healthy competition, but it does. I think in FGC it's more like this thing because we already are in a point that we are like in our best position, I guess.
Okay, so well, I think that's the main point. We have to bring a bit of our culture to Dubai and share it with everybody. So we're really excited. We got some special things, some surprises, and of course you're in the first list to get those rewards because you are a team that has been working with us here in Global Talks. And I think we can make some other things, maybe bigger than this one, to work together. So, okay, what happened?
Hi, our another teammate arrived here.
Oh,
Luis.
yeah. Yeah, come along.
Hey, Luis, dá oi pra câmera. Em inglês?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so, well, what's your name, mate?
Hi.
Your name?
My name is Luis.
Luis?
Oh, and are you part of the mechanics or programming area, or what's your role?
Mechanics.
Well,
Okay, we were talking
He's going to
with
take a
you.
chair.
Well, okay, see you. As I was telling you, we are really excited about Dubai, and we're still working to get a lot of surprises done. So, well, get ready for it.
Yes, we are getting things here.
Porque senão ele não fica conversando.
Okay. I think we should go to the next part of the show, and it's maybe one of the one I like the most. Last week we had this activity with teams Algeria and Team Egypt, and it was really nice. And I want to make you a few questions about your culture and about your team. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so you got 10 seconds to tell me something that represents Brazil in the world.
10 seconds. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay.
10, 9,
Tão rápido.
6, 5, 4,
Oh,
3,
right, it's already
2,
counting.
1. Go ahead.
We chose Carnaval, I guess. I think it's something that is pretty famous. And soccer.
Soccer. Yeah, soccer.
Definitely.
Samba.
Yeah, that's must.
Okay. Well, something that represents Mexico in the world, what would it be?
Tacos.
Tacos, yeah, tacos.
Yeah, I even got a backpack in here that says "Show me the tacos." Yeah.
And I think you got something to show us about Brazil's food, didn't you?
Yes, we have something that is called biscoito de polvilho.
What?
It's made biscoito de polvilho. It's and also have this. I don't know what it is, but biscoito de polvilho is like a cookie made of polvilho that is a flour. Yes, from manioc, I guess it's in.
You should bring some of
Maine.
those to Dubai.
You should bring some
Yes,
of
we will
those to
bring.
Dubai.
Yes, also we have this that is bis, that is a chocolate that we have here.
Oh, it's very similar to the coffee crisp from Canada.
Oh, she's kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, but like there we got some. Yeah, just like that. Oh my God, I want one of those.
Here in Mexico, we call it.
No, here we don't have some.
Yes, they're going to
Suavicremas.
open so you can see the size.
They're the same as suavicremas or.
Oh, it's more similar to coffee crisp from Canada. Oh my God, I actually want one of those.
Or what's that? Is it like a chocolate or?
Yes, look, chocolate here.
Ah.
I'm gonna open it for you to see.
Oh my God, yeah, it's a coffee crisp.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you say that? How do you call that?
It's like a biscuit. It's like wafer with chocolate. Wait.
Ooh. Ah, bocadines.
Bocadines.
Oh my God.
Here in Mexico, we call them bocadines.
Yeah.
Could you show it to the camera again, just to see them?
Oh my God,
she ate it. Okay.
She ate it. Wow.
But well, it looks amazing. So yeah, I really want a here in Mexico it's called bocadine, so I really want a bocadine. It's like in every child party when they give you like candies, they give you that. They give you bocadines.
But it's like so similar to that, like small chocolates with cookie. I don't know.
Okay.
I can feel it. That's good. I want one
Yeah.
of those now.
I think we're going to bring to you, so you
Yeah,
seem so
please.
excited about it. We're going to bring
Very
it to you.
happy.
And we can bring you, I don't know, what from Mexico. A mazapan.
Oh, a mazapan.
Have you ever heard of the mazapan?
Mazapan? Yes, I think I heard about it.
Yeah, we're gonna bring like a lot of those.
A lot of those.
Yeah.
So be ready in Dubai.
Você quer falar, Luiz? Luiz doesn't want to talk, but we are going to bring a special drink that we have in Brazil that is called chimarrão. You know mate?
Matcha.
Matcha.
Yerba mate.
No.
No.
I think we don't.
It's a herb that the Native Americans of Brazil and Paraguay they used to take it, and it's very famous in South and here in the frontier also. So we are going to bring we're going to bring the thing we used to take it because it's different, it's like a special thing, and we are also going to take the herbs to make a tea there because I think they're not going to want to taste in the thing to take because it's to share. So we share like in 20 people 1 cup. So I think people will not want to do this. So
the Argentinian mate.
Huh?
Is it like the Argentinian mate? The mate that they drink in
yes, I
Argentina?
think I have a photo here to show you. Let me see. I think I have a photo.
It's the mate, the one you drink like this, and you share it with them.
Oh yes, drink like exactly like that. So here, can you see? It's this is tereré. It's the cold version.
Oh my God, that seems interesting.
I've tried it and it's really cool. Yeah.
No, I haven't.
It's like a cup of tea, but Brazilian.
Oh my God.
Yes, it's very good. So I think we're going to bring to you. I don't know if people we want to taste in the cup because it's like sharing. So we brought it to Turkey and they were like
didn't like so much the idea of sharing with everyone. But I
we
think
don't care about that. We share
yes,
everything.
it's something. I think it's something about difference of Europe and Latin America that we don't care too much about sharing objects, and they do. They do. So.
Oh my god, what is she carrying?
What's that? What did she got?
She got something. Yeah.
Yes, it's our food because we are in our lunchtime and we didn't take the lunch.
I thought it was something special from Brazil.
It's vegan. I don't know if you want to look at it, but it's vegan because we are for the planet.
Okay. And
we have no plastic. It's just paper.
We do have some of those.
I don't know if you're going to open it now, but
it's okay. Don't worry.
Huh?
It's okay. Don't worry. And now I have another challenge for you. You can either sing a Brazilian song or dance a Brazilian song.
We're going to dance. We have the.
Okay.
We have the.
Well, the floor is
yours. Okay, we're going to put the computer here so you can see us dance. Luiz vai dançar. Vai dançar comigo.
No.
He doesn't want to dance. He's very shy.
I'm not good.
But me and Sophia are going to dance for you because we are not shy. We are not. Okay, so we'll do so. We are breaking things here.
Yep. Go ahead.
And we do a dance that is like this, that they call a rocha. You dance like this when you are alone.
That song was very famous here in Mexico, like
you put like this and you move.
Like in junior high.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, I remember it. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I said.
Yes, that's it. You dance.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
We're gonna go to your pit and learn
dance,
that.
yeah.
We're planning to go to every pit and dance some, dance a little bit.
And dance a bit with everybody.
Yeah, because for example, like Tunisia, and I don't know, like other teams from other streams from Global Talks, they were also like dancing, and we were like, oh my god, we're gonna go to your pit and learn that. So yeah, you're probably gonna see us like, hi there, we wanna dance.
Trying to dance like you.
Yeah.
So we hope you may teach us.
Yeah.
If we knew how to dance samba, we would teach you. But I suck at samba. I don't dance samba well. But I know
to do so because samba is such a big part of Brazil.
Yes, but we don't know how to do it.
It's
We
so
dance
hard.
modern viola. It's easier.
I think there's another traditional Brazilian dance called capoeira, right?
Yes, but it's like a fight style. It's not a dance, it's a fight. So it's a dance fight. But they fight with that, like taekwondo.
I know how to dance it, but we have to be in two to do so. Yes, no one here knows.
Sabe dançar capoeira, Luiz?
So you know capoeira?
Yes, I know.
Wow! Oh my god, I find that really amazing. Like, cause I always saw my mother and I will always like to see like people dancing capoeira. I don't know.
It's not dance.
In the like
doing capoeira.
Sorry. I don't know. I find it really cool.
In the competition, we can show you how to do so.
Yes, Sophia will show you because I don't know how to.
Yeah,
we're gonna learn together.
Yes.
Yeah. And well, another question about your culture would it be? Okay, so we usually show our coins because everybody likes coins. So why don't you show us a bit of your coins? We can show them.
Yep.
Here we found our coin.
5 pesos.
And those are the 5 Mexican pesos.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna show the Brazilian one now.
They got also the very, very famous. How can I say águila in English? like I don't know how to say it in English, but this is like very, very iconic in our country. Like even the eagle, like the eagle. Even the flag has it, and it's like in every coin.
I know, carrying the snake, right?
Yeah.
An eagle eating a snake. There's a lot of history behind it. We would need another global talk to talk about it. And also, I really like your flag. I don't know if you know the meaning of each part of the flag, and you could explain it, maybe.
No, we don't know. No. The meaning of the flag of Mexican flag of the Mexican flag. No, we don't explain.
No?
Okay, well, don't worry. And I think that in Brazil, the
excuse me.
Is
do you want to know the meaning of our flag or your flag?
Yeah, your
Our flag. No, we know. No,
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
For your flag.
Your flag. I was like, no, I don't know.
No, our flag. No, yours.
Okay, here's our flag, right?
Yeah.
So there's a popular explanation that the green is for the forest, and yellow is for gold, blue is for water, and the stars are from the states. And the order in progress is the Brazilian anthem. But actually, in history, our flag is like that because in Brazilian royal family, we used to wear these colors on their as their symbol. So there was the revolution and we became a republic. The Republicans appropriated of these colors, so people will like forget about royal family and start to thinking more about Brazil. They use their colors to state the republican. Like we're now a republic, not a kingdom.
Oh, okay.
Well,
we for example, with our flag, we share the green, like with you, but with us, green represents.
Take the camera.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm gonna take the camera. But yeah.
Green represents hope, and then white represents the pureness of our people and of our story, and the red represents the blood of those who have fought for Mexico.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's the meaning that most of the flags in Latin America share. So that's another point that we share in our cultures, and that's what I wanted to get to. Both of us are in America, in Latin America, and both of us share some cultural aspects that are really important to preserve. And that's why we are really happy to be here with you today, to be talking with a Latin American friend, with a Latin American team. And well, this could be the beginning of a good relationship between us within the bonds of culture and knowledge. So it has been a pleasure to have you here. And I don't know if you got anything else to say. Something you'd like to say to the teams in the world that are watching you?
I don't know. I think the thing about culture with in Latin America, I think we value a lot family, I guess. I think it's very strong, the thing of family here in Latin America, you know, when they say sangre de mi sangre, this type of things. And also, I think Latin America in general are like warm people, because in the past we suffered a lot in about colonization of that, and I think that's why usually our people is like optimistic. I think the majority of Latin America is like this, the happiness, the optimism, like the hope. I think it's the fight symbol because we are like symbol of resistance and all of that. I think that's it. It's something that we share in common.
Okay, and you're right about that.
Yeah.
We are all
like
Latin Americans, and we got the responsibility to work together to make our continent be a better place and be in the top of the world. So that's why we are here in Global Challenge, and I'm really excited for Dubai to see you girls. And what was your name? Sorry, the guy.
The guy?
Yeah.
Luis.
Oh, okay. Well,
we're really excited to see all of you in Dubai, and I don't know, it's been a pleasure to have you.
Well, it's been a really pleasure to have you here. I think we got a really funny stream. We could dance and sing and know about our history. There were some technical problems at the beginning, And well,
Yeah.
no one took you out of the classroom, so that's good.
Yes, no one
Yes.
took us off. Just
So-
more people entered. So
Yeah.
And
But yeah, thank you so much for being in here, girls. It was really nice, and
well,
hope to see you.
And also, everybody, thank you for being here in this
Yeah.
Culture Saturday in Global Talks. Thank you, Team Brazil, for being here. And remember that next week we got something more special for you. We'll be having a special guest with us.
Yeah.
So make sure to check in our social medias and our stream next week.
Yeah, and everyone also make sure to check Teams Brazil social medias. They are
Under them,
down,
yeah.
they are below,
Mhm.
and I don't know, go and like their pages and follow them on Instagram and us too.
Okay,
And
yeah. Make sure to follow us in our social medias. Anything else before we end the transmission? Something you'd like to
no.
say?
Just
we are very excited to see you in the competition,
and we are glad that you called us for
this chat.
this project.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no, thank you so
We're
much for
very
accepting
kind.
our invitation.
Thank you so much for accepting in such short advice. I told you,
Yeah.
and well, thank you very much for accepting being here.
But yeah, this was Global Talks.
This was Global Talks. Thank you for being here, and well, we'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.